it's going to be a bit of a map contest as well. They're always going to be able to get a bit of farm coming in on the Naga Siren. So, yeah, very interesting game, very interesting draft. So I'm excited to see this one. It is, of course, the Last Dark versus Team Zero here, playing it out. Either way this ends, it will end in tiebreakers. So there will be another chance. And I feel like for Team Zero, it's a nice thing to have, right? Like, if we win or if we lose, we still get another chance to play for relegation. So win, you just get your promotional slot. Lose, you play a three-way tiebreaker for it. So even though it's like a three-way tiebreaker and still pretty scary, it's still a really nice thing to just kind of have in the back of your mind. Like, hey, even if we lose, we have that kind of fail-safe as well. So
it's for sure a weird series. Luckily, again, for the Team Zero, at least, it's like win, you then even get to play tiebreakers for first, right? And there's something nice about that first place, especially when these teams are vying for TI qualifiers. It's like you get first in Division 2, you're going to get most likely a higher seeding than like the two teams eliminated from Division 1. And then you just get that slightly better opponent. So
that's a lot of sticks.
It. Yeah, so there's a lot of sticks. 1 through 4. There's 5 sticks. It's a very stick game, to be fair. Like every single hero on Zero likes to, throw a spell or two.
Oh, the bash. He didn't believe in himself. Oh, why? Didn't you stay for that bounty rune?
I read that. I was really hoping you'd complete that. If you didn't do that, then I was going to call you up to the Lacoste department of casting.
Little Lacoste department of pun control.
I mean, he can arrest me any day of the week.
Yeah. When he slides into the DMs, you know you're in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. Guilty. Don't worry. Charge me. It's fine.
Yeah, he has a little police outfit he wears as well. It's weird. All right, mid lane is going to be the Necrophos versus the Timbersaw. Is this a lane which Necrophos really kind of runs over? Because we have seen Necro kind of just own a couple of these mid lanes in the past.
Again, I'm excited to see how the lane goes. I do think Necro should do pretty well in this matchup. Just make sure you don't put yourself in that one position where you overextend too early before you're online. Like for Necro, it's like get to 2-point death pulse and then stand on the high ground and keep your Timber away from the creep, so he's not building up the stacks, not being able to get that regen. And I think it's just really about time. And this entire game is going to be so much poke from all the lanes, right? You've got in one lane Tide Rubik bullying, Bloodseeker wanting to poke in. Like I don't know where first blood's going to come from, because it's any minute one person over extends and you just know Carnage is going to ensue. I'm just going to look at the health bars on the top. Yeah, I'm just going to keep a close eye. I'll just scream if any of them go low.
Yeah, it's a lot of training, a lot of harassment, but yeah, when it comes to getting kills, there's a few stuns here and there, but it's going to be pretty explosive.
And it helps that, Last Dark did buy, 5 sticks at the start of the game. Like, they were all, 3 of their heroes were half HP, and I just saw them, within 10 seconds go boop, 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 all the way back up again.
8 sticks on Shining, 8 sticks on Normal End. They are just ready to pop themselves up whenever they need. ZZQ is just kind of fueling them with all of these decays, so...
Just to clarify for the audio listeners, that's 8 charges on the stick. He hasn't invested in 8 separate sticks.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Bottom lane, nice little blood right coming out. Might secure them the kill. Eyesight's getting low here. He's going to pop the stick. He's going to even pop the salve here. But immediately he gets purged off. And I think, YSR's just going to be able to kill him off. And that'll be that. First blood goes the way of the Bloodseeker.
Yeah, nice stuff. I think, especially in this lane, you need to kill the Rubik. If you go on the Tide, then there's going to be Fade Bolts, lifts, it's impossible, right? So, yeah, I love the fact they identify the weak hero in the lane, and yeah, they're going for the kill. Good start so far.
I love this from Bloodseeker as well, just trying desperately to pull some creeps over so he can last hit without getting anchor smashed. It's a nice play. One thing you've got to get really good at when you're playing Bloodseeker is, 2 things actually. Blood riding the range creeps, which unfortunately YSR have struggled with, and pulling creeps away, making sure that you can get those CS without losing too much HP, and then heal up with Thirst, and then you could be a happy little Seeker.
Dude, mid lane is just so even, actually. Neither... Yeah. This is kind of what I expect here. Echo on the high ground, now putting Timber at half HP. The question is, can he then continue this? I feel like if any minute Spiritbreaker charges into mid lane, if Necro hits 6, boom. That's kind of the explosive nature you want from this matchup, because they are very regen-based heroes. And indeed, if anything, it's refreshing to see Timbersaw not instantly shoving out the hero, right? It's nice revenge. God, this hero has like reigned supreme on mid lane matchups for too long in this this tour of the DPC.
Yeah, he's just annoying. Like, why is he so good at mid? There's no trees here. That's the thing which annoys me, right? Like, the hero is functionally based around trees. There's no trees in mid lane. Oh, still good. I'm like, okay, well, what's the point then? What's the point of those cool little tree things? The little abilities. Just strong without them. I like niches, T. That's what I like. He's not in a niche anymore.
No, he's not at all. He is way too versatile.
I want a patch where your mid laner comes mid with 6 iron branches and plants them all down so that the Timbersaw can play mid.
What if I bring a Quelling Blade? What are you going to do then? Or 2 packs of Tangos? What are you going to do then? Oh, nice rotation though from the Undying with the Tombstone.
Yeah, this is cool. This is cool. It's going to get them the kill onto YSR. Y will escape under the tower. And
meanwhile, they're going onto Naga as well.
Oh yeah, look, there's a counter aggression coming out. You need to come home. The Naga's in trouble, but they're not going to go into the tower for this one. Not against the Naga Siren, especially when she's got that Lotus in her pocket as well. Eats it up and will be absolutely fine on CT-wise. So yeah, they can't even get a bit of punish coming in for it.
Yeah, love the fact that we saw that Undying rotation into instantly go for the Naga. If there's any like disconnect between that move, then suddenly Naga's farming, Undying's killing, and you're not doing anything on the map. So yeah, like to see that. But no, not often do I see the level 3 Undying poke his head into a different lane, 1 tombstone, and suddenly he's netting a big core kill. So
all right,
quite a rare rotation.
Now you've got on this wave. Necro's going to hit 6.
6. Yeah, there it is.
Here you go.
Here comes the charge.
Dude, I'm so good actually.
Oh, you're echoing what I said, but also echo is on the Necro.
I'm copying what you said, but it's fine. They go in. There comes the Reaper's Scythe. There you go. Easy kill. 7 goes down.
You're so smart, no man.
See, you said it, but I was watching for it, and I was like,
you just said it better. That's the thing.
No,
That's the thing with
right?
Dota,
They
by the
can't
way.
do it when the Necrophos hits 6, right? Because it's too obvious. So you have to do it like when you know you're about to get 6. That's when you have to come in, right?
It's like, yeah, on one side it's like,
maker.
Guys, I'm about to hit 6. On the other side, it's like, unlucky, he hit 6, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. We couldn't have predicted this, guys.
No, very unpredictable. But no, nice move overall. Game. Like, you need to make that move. There is now a, 8 CS advantage, give or take, for the Necrophos. Deniers aren't really in play on this mid lane. But, you know, he's building up the network, of course. Don't forget that even though the CS is even, Timbersaw has invested more into, like, resources, like raindrops, even going for, like, the bottle, whilst Necrophos is going fully into, I buy my wand, I buy my stats, I'm going to go Atos. Like, this is going to be the difference of this matchup for now, where in other scenarios, you'd see Timbersaw with that 3k net worth already buying proper items, not having to kind of invest into these get me through the lanes type stuff. So this is maybe one of the benefits of this matchup as well.
So he's taking
Bloodseeker again, the same Undying rotation.
Yeah, he's fallen for the same trick twice now, and he will be going down under this tower. Just drop the tombstone and chase the guy down. What a combo.
They have conceded wisdom runes though. So to make this play, sure the support gets a kill, but you know, both the supports and the Radiant side are going to be able to juice up on the wisdom runes. I guess it's also a product of like Tidehunter is an insane offlaner with Gush, because the slow just sets up for like any of these other heroes to get into play, right?
Oh, they're looking for a bit of revenge here onto ZZQ, but the Blood Rite doesn't quite connect. I don't think it's going to make a difference, though. 3 points in Thirst means that YSS is going to be able to easily tear down this Undying.
They've already lost their safe time at minute 7, man. Like 7 minutes they've lost it. Christ. All right, they're going to have to sit back and hit some creeps and...
Yeah, luckily Bloodseeker is capable of doing that, but ISI's getting charged at now. Normal End and Shining both looking to chase him down. Timbersaw coming across, actually looking for the counter kill and should be able to find it here onto the Snapfire. This one will be picked up, and I don't think this Spirit Breaker is going to commit to this charge.
No, he shouldn't. That was one of the biggest I've got vision on him Spirit Breaker charging baits I've ever seen. It's like, guys, go, I'm coming. But it's only a brown boot, windlace Spirit Breaker. Like, there's no phase boots, nothing. And Tidehunter, he takes the woods.
Ravage coming down. They want to take down Shining. The Spider's getting low, and they will finish the job. Beyond grabs a kill. That's exactly what you want to see coming out of your first Ravage. Nice, big, thick, juicy core kill.
The fact that he takes bot tower, then moves into top, sets up again. Like I just think Team Zero are just using the twin gates so effectively right now.
That is true, but Last Dark coming in hot here, looking for a bit of revenge. Cookie does miss, though, not quite on the target. Beyond even going for the Meteor Hammer play here, and does actually just grab Echoes inside of that range. Beyond is not even remotely low on HP, and Ice is going to be the new target. Maybe that's who they're looking at here. Ice running himself away. Silken Bowler comes on in there. The damage is coming on through. Is it going to be enough? Yes, it is. With the Reaper's side, they'll secure the kill, and now look across to more here. The stun, it's going to interrupt Beyond's TP, and he's just going to go down as well. Tidehunter's out. Echo's got the double. They're looking in for more here. It's ZZQ being chased down as well. The Undying, he needs to find a way out of this one, but I don't think there's anywhere to go. He's lost in the woods. Throws down the tombstone, turns around with the decay, trying to heal up, but Normal End just belts the tombstone there with the little shredder, and ZZQ will go down. Zero.
Again, so much gold from this.
Out of this.
They have no Rupture, they have no Scythe, so Timbersaw with the Shield Rune.
Oh, that's a
is
big one.
unkillable right now.
Yeah. Oh, Shield Rune is so annoying. When that hero turns up and they've just got like the ghostly glow about them, you're just like, all right, buddy.
It is very dumb. I love Shield Rune on Medusa because it's so small, because the HP is so small. You're like, oh, you did no Shield Rune.
I've got 50 HP like, extra, guys.
Timbersaw, Spirit Breakers, all these heroes, as soon as they pick up a Shield Rune, even like Tidehunter, you're like, oh my god, what has this game become? No.
What is even more annoying for me, though, is like heroes like Ember Spirit or Pugs. It just allows them to play so fast and loose. Like, you catch them, you start like dumping your spells into them, they're just not taking any damage. You're like, what the hell? You have to catch them twice, basically. It's very sad.
I think right now, though, for Last Ark is their inability to play the game without Necrophos being present in the fight. And that alone is quite scary, but they're already finding Beyond again. They throw out the Monument Kisses and plenty of damage. With this build on the Tidehunter going for the Mana Boots and the Meteor Hammer, you aren't seeing that early game like hood that you see traditionally from Tidehunters to be able to withstand that early fight. But no, yeah, going back to my point is I really want to see Last Ark throw this Necrophos into a lot of engagements. Like, don't play around the Brood, just put the Necrophos in random spots and then you're going to have plenty of damage. And they're kind of doing it, right? Just when I look at that net worth and see Naga Siren now fully uncontested, it's going to be an issue maybe in 6 minutes time or so. Actually,
yeah.
Just, sets up in the Radiant side of the map, throwing out her illusions, well on the way to Manta style.
So what should they be doing? Should they be throwing bodies at the Naga Siren, or is this the right thing to kind of get control of the rest of the map first and then deal with the Naga Siren after you've already got like a bit more control in the game?
It's a difficult answer because either you kill off the other supporting cores that Naga will need to lean on in the mid to late game, prevent their games from being good, so then Naga's like, I'm all by myself. And obviously we've mentioned the matchups of Necrophos and Bloodseeker doing pretty well against that. So part of me thinks that just break the rest of the map, kill everyone else, and then when Naga wants to join the fight, she's by herself.
Bottom going to be getting a kill onto ZZQ, but he's going to be in some trouble now as well. CTY and 7E just going to slice him up. Y will kill off that tombstone, but needs to get away. The Cookie's going to help with that, though. And now 7E looks towards his new target, and with Ice and Beyond linking up with him, they'll be able to take down the Snapfire with ease. Elsewhere, it does look like the Spirit Breaker was able to get himself away from this one at the very least.
Yeah, you're asking me this question, and this is not the answer you want to see from Last Ark, right? Is
no.
Go for a kill, but then allow Naga to poke her head in, get the kill himself. It's like you want to see big moves made like together as five, pretty much, right? And unfortunately, when you're throwing one or two heroes in, it's difficult. And I guess it's also, the hesitation of how well this draft will ever do because of Broodmother as well. Like, one of your heroes is arguably a creep this entire game, up until the point where he gets like Harpoon, Skadi, BKB, Shard, like becomes a real big hero. Because no matter who like plays top, Tides could be top, Timber could be top, Naga could be top, and that tower's getting defended. It's minute 13, and this tier 1 Dire tower has only taken what, like 259 damage or something. Like it's difficult.
Well, ZZQ is going to be the next target on the Last Dark's list, and they are going to be able to kill off this Undying. So that's going to be decent.
He's level 5 at minute 13. It's so rough.
Ow. Well, at least he doesn't give them much, I guess. I mean, he kind of still does.
Nice cookie
onto the spider. That was cute. All right, well, no escape for you, sir. Reaper's Scythe takes out 7E. Oh
Nice.
my goodness. All
I
right.
mean, this is what I want to see,
that's a
right?
big one.
Like, I want to see them doing these moves, like get the big kills, allow Timbersaw to like hurt his own game, and then propel yourself into the fight. But yeah, nice stuff.
Yeah,
And now they're
Echo
finally
is-
taking this tower, right? Well, I mentioned what, it's 30 minutes, they did 200 damage. Still gonna be 14 minutes for a Brood to take a tower. That's pretty good delaying tactics.
It's not bad. It's not bad. You know, we did mention this. Brood has kind of been countered in all aspects of the draft, but at the same time, putting that into effect has been very effective. And yeah, the Necro's been kind of the big shining point pretty much out of the entire game at the moment. He is the biggest boy on the map, and he is doing the work.
Oh yeah, he is a large boy right now, but has just been overtaken by the Naga Siren in regards to economy, where Necro gets dragged into fights. Of course, Naga Siren, we're not even going to talk about him. He just hit in the jungle, right? Living on this right-hand side of the map, going from Radiant to Dire side, now at 8k net worth. I think the question for me now is, how does CTY enter this game? Does he go for that Orchid to try and have a little bit more of a team fight entry? Does he respect the fact that... Oh, he's going Cornucopia. Okay, all right. So what, is he going like some Lincolns or something?
Lincolns, I
Or
guess?
is he going... He still could go Orchid, because Cornucopia is built into Orchid. But the question is, like, if he goes for Orchid, then Bloodseeker might have BKB, Necrophos will have BKB. Yep, it's Orchid or Lincolns. If I see a Refresher or Battle Fury, then we're ringing up the police, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most likely,
there's
okay, he's going
some,
Orchid.
some unheard of China meta we're not aware of.
I would have been
the,
very surprised if he was going
Battle Fury
Lincolns. Like,
Naga.
yeah,
Imagine.
Christ. I think, yeah, it would have been insane. But you still need to be very delicate with how you enter the fight with an Orchid, because the cores and Last Arc are going to have dispels by the time that you have the item. Like, you're already seeing BKB nearly complete on Necrophos, right? Like, he's had such a good game that he is going to be so tanky when these fights come in. He
I'm not
needs
sure
to soak
about
it up.
it. I really don't know how I feel about this. Like, it kind of proves the kind of game that Team Zero want to play as well, right? Like, they kind of want to have the Naga joining the fights like earlier than perhaps, you know, minute 25, minute 30. You know, you get the Orchid, you just try and get a wraparound, try and get a cheeky kill on the engagement, and then that's going to be that. But yeah, we will have a BKB. I mean, to be fair, no Greaves on Echo, so, you know, BKBing off an Orchid isn't always the best scenario. Like, I can see it being great, but yeah, I feel like it's not the safest option, honestly. I feel like the safest option would have just been like Butterfly or Scardio, or just some huge item just to kind of continue.
I honestly was down for him to go for a less fight build, because
Yeah,
I feel like
same.
I want him to enter the game with like 3 punching items rather than the, oh no, the Orchid didn't pay off type deal.
It's a risk, but then again, you know, as CTY, I'm looking forward to seeing his read on the hero. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, a bit of fighting going on.
Nice hill.
There's a bit early there. He's still going to be able to get off this Ravage. Now turns around with a Meteor Hammer, but the BKB comes out from Echo. That'll dodge out the damage of the Meteor. Echo's still plenty healthy inside this engagement, and ZZQ is not, as YSR comes running in, and the kill goes to Shining. Rupture out onto the Rubik. He's got to be very careful here. Place himself under the tower as why may have taken a bit of a step too far. Beyond will finish him off. Cute little Tumblr's toy and Anchor Smash. Song. They're all very tanky, though. I don't think this is a fight. Yeah, nah. Naga Siren backs away. Doesn't want anything to do with this one.
Okay, so that fight was the perfect demonstration of why we have hesitations on Orchid. Because he runs into the middle of the fight and Naga goes, I'm here! But then obviously Ravage is used, supports her in a different position, of course, that no one can help her. And she's like, you know what, bye-bye, see ya, and sings her
Just
away.
kidding. See ya.
And that could be the thing. Like, Team Zero, their draft is so incredibly tanky. Like, all
Yeah.
of their heroes, it's a pain to kill them. And that's why Last Night needs to be so disciplined on how they initiate. Like, the way that they use Scythe there, they can't do that again. They can't charge in, go for a Scythe and allow the enemy to soul rip, Greaves, heal, like throw anything, even pipe into the mix. Because then your big ticket way of entering a fight against these tanky heroes is deleted. So Last Arc, they need to be careful how they initiate these fights. They can't misplay like they just did there.
And I think
And
an important thing as well is looking back on that fight, like, how does CTY enter the fight differently if he's got that Orchid finished up? And well, there's 3 full health heroes all next to each other. I don't think there's a different way to take it. So at least in that engagement, if all the future engagements look like that one do, which like, to be frank, was a bad fight from the last Dark. Like, this was a bad fight from them. They messed up their Reaper Scythe initiation. So that was, like, worst case scenario for last Dark. There was still no opportunity for the Naga Siren. I think for the next, like, 10, 15 minutes, like, you're not really going to have the opportunities to be a backlines assassin on the Naga Siren. So, yeah, again, just kind of increasing the point. But, again, you know, CTY, I defer to their judgment, of course. They're a great player,
I think,
and we'll see what they end up doing in this game.
I think it can work in the scenario where you use your other 4 heroes to body literally everything. Body the Scythe, body the Rupture, body the BKBs, and then, of course, come in after. And we might see that here, of course. Team Zero, they are posturing outside the pit. Ravage is up in 3 seconds. Pipe is in play. The Naga Siren has Orchid and postured by the Twin Gate, so...
Yeah. And CTY can get to this fight, by the way. Like,
100%.
on the other side of the map, but right next to that that Twin Gate. So fight breaks out. She'll be able to come in whilst a little bit late, but we'll be able to have an impact. So, and this ping's coming out. They want to go for the Naga Siren.
They have a ward for her.
Oh, let's see. Charge through. They found the real one. CTY gonna man to that one off. Now the Sun's coming in as well.
They got the real one.
Spirit Breaker is on top of the bulldoze. CTY, I think, might just be dead. 17 seconds still on Song of the Siren. Then comes a Reaper's Scythe, and they will bring down the Naga. Great call here from the Radiant side. The last Dark make a huge, huge impact.
Just beautiful warding, right, from Last Dark. Why? Placing this ward on the bottom side of the map. They know that Naga Siren has been just playing this decided for pretty much the last 10, 15 minutes, it feels like. And you had to get that one pick off. Unfortunately for CTY, because there was a lot of cheap AoE damage, when she used Mirror Image, instantly knew which one was the real one. When she then used Manta, again, instantly, within reason, knew the real one, and Song was on cooldown. So no real dupe potential coming into play against Spirit Breaker and this Necrophos. But everything's available for Team Zero. Sure, she dies, but get yourselves into this bot side of the map. Throw yourself into the mix. I think this is contestable if they're ready. They even have Blink on the Tidehunter, but it's just too late. Roshan already gone.
There you go. YSR gonna grab up that Aegis. A little surprising to see on the Bloodseeker, but to be fair, I'm not sure this Necrophos is going anywhere, especially with that BKB. You know, it's a very defensive build, so to grab an Aegis on top of that kind of just feels a bit too much.
This will be like the perfect demonstration of Broodmother as a hero, where even when there's like a plethora of counters against you, you're still like the most annoying hero. It's like you leave her for a second, she'll find farm. You kill her a lot, someone else on the map finds farm. It's very annoying.
It sure is.
Just gonna ask them, did you get booted from the game by any chance?
I didn't. That does happen with China games sometimes.
Yeah, okay. Just wondering. I was scared for a second because I finished my thing. You didn't speak. And then I was like, wait. What's gone wrong? Going to try and reconnect to the game. Oh, I'm back in. All right. Whew. Did my life just flash before my eyes?
Turn of the king.
I'm sorry for talking about you, Broodmother. I won't do it again.
Yeah, you dare, you dare. Well, we've got a bit of action coming out. Team Zero looking for a bit of rotation. They're heading in towards the middle lane. They want to bring down Echo. Don't forget, not the Aegis target, but does have that BKB. In they go with the Ravage. They need to chain this perfectly here, and they don't do so. BKB comes off, and now Echo looking for the turnaround. He's got so much health to work with here once he starts pumping out those death pulses. They just couldn't get through it in time, and now with Reaper's Scythe coming on down, ZZQ will die to the kisses. Ice also going to be hunted down here as well by the last Dark. They find two. They're looking for a third. Beyond's going to be that next target. Bloodright comes in. YSR comes flying on through. Under the tower. Takes down Beyond. Eric with the double kill. Oh, that is not good for Team Zero there. A bold play. Going for the Necrophos kill. Trying to abuse the non-Aegis target, but they get punished so hard for it.
And the reasoning is, if you just click on Rubik, there's one fundamental difference between this Rubik and anyone before. The Vessel, but not the Aether Lens, right? Sure, there's a massive amount of chase down from Last Dark after that play, but when you get the Blink Ravage in, and Rubik is in Aether Lens lift position, but because he has the Vessel, he can't get the lift off. If the lift's in play, easily should have been a kill, right? But yeah, it's quite a difficult spot there. Of course, I respect the Vessel into Broodmother with the lifesteal, Bloodseeker as well, Necrophos. Quite a high value Vessel game, but kind of hindering your ability to kind of punch into this game there. And yeah, last night, instantly capitalized on it. They're doing a very good job at bringing the numbers necessary in the fight to try and punish Team Zero. Like, Naga's farming, so you always know that at worst case scenario, it's a 4v5 of just a tanky mess, you know? Like, just don't overextend, play disciplined, and you should be able to poke them through. And CGY actually does go for the Lincolns that we were wondering if he was going to go for earlier. And that is a very, very weird build. Just Manta Orchid into Lincolns. It's, yeah. Like a medium impact build, I feel.
It's very mid. It's very mid.
Yeah, it's very mid, yeah.
Like, I did see CTY had the heart queued up for a bit, but yeah, it does go back for it now as well. It's like, would have been super weird to see him just grab up the casual cornucopia and then into a heart, but yeah, it does finish off the Lincolns and now grabs the heart, so the guy wants to live. I think that's safe to say. The guy wants to be the tank. No Skadi blows my mind this game. You're against Bloodseeker, Necrophos, Brute. Like, shocking, but nevertheless, feels like he just wants to be the boy who lived. Fair enough.
He's also going for the heart. Oh, yeah, wow. This is... I guess for Team Zero, their read on the game now is we're losing in the initial fight, right? We're losing to the Scythe, the Mortimer-Kisses, and the way in which they engage on us. And if we can just get through that, then they should be fine. But I feel like Echo's pivoting very nicely on this Necrophos as well. Going for the Radiance, then for the Shivas. Like, this Naga Siren, I was concerned that she might have damage issues, and at what point will she enter this game with her economy?
TP out there from the Broodmother. Just straight up BKB TP. Realized she was in a little bit too deep, and 70 trying to get a bit of revenge here. Shield is up though. That shield rune makes it very hard to get through. Ravage comes down. They're going for the Necro once again. This time they have the lift to allow the Meteor Hammer to come off, but they need some physical damage, and they don't have any of it. Necrophos just going to walk away at BKB once again, but that said, BKBs are now on cooldown. Maybe this is time for Nagasaran to come in and find some impact in this engagement. She's still at the back of the fight though, really struggling to get into the front lines. The retreat coming out from the last dog. They're just trying to get away. Bloodseeker turns around, drops the Ravage, BKB TP out, gets onto that little cliff somehow, and gets himself out of dodge. Now, Team Zero, they're coming in for more. But at the very least, they'll be able to bring down the Snapfire. That's something. Orchid out onto the Necrophos, lift up, throw back. The damage needs to be there, though, from Team Zero. They don't seem to have it. Reaper's Scythe comes down. That's going to heal up the Necrophos nicely. DP out, coming in from the Timbersaw, saved by CTY, who is in with the song as well. And they will just click that get out of jail free card and get themselves to safety.
Look at the damage done by Naga Siren in that fight.
Oh, wow.
It's 181. Oh, God.
181. Can we see the damage overall, please, guys?
600. Like 17,600 gold on this Naga Siren. But the gold to damage ratio right now is
it's looking a
relatively
little tough,
illegal.
isn't it? Yeah.
But you can see how unkillable the cores are on Team Zero unless they put themselves in this weird chase down. Beyond, he is getting tickled a little bit by this Broodmother.
Yeah. Maybe he's going to turn into Spider-Man now that he's bitten by a spider several times. One can dream. You want CTY? Whoa. Look at this Naga Siren just chopping apart this Brood. I mean, to be fair, he's doing a bit, but not nearly enough. BKB out from Shining, backs himself away.
A lot of BKB discipline there from the Brood. Like, to not just instantly BKB off the ensnare, just, you know what? I'll see what they bring to the table before I overcommit, and eventually does use the BKB, pushing the cooldown now to the 7-second mark. And I guess that's another thing for Team Zero is if they can weather this storm of the mid game, at least eat through those BKB charges, then suddenly kiting out that initial fight will be easier, right? When you're playing around some 6-second BKB rather than 9-second, it is night and day difference on how you can encroach. But I am still so skeptical on how CTY is ever going to be able to enter a fight. Like, he's buying a heart, he has a Lincoln's, unable to do any right click. We saw the damage breakdown prior, still quite comedically low values. Bloodseeker's about to have Aghanims. Necrophos is going to still have the Radiance. Yeah, again.
There's so much anti-Naga damage coming out here. Like, even Heart on the Illusions, don't think it's going to do enough. There is just too much.
like for them to take a fight now, they need like the perfect entry where Naga skips the waves and enters the fight once she sees like a certain read. You know, it's like, okay, Bloodseeker is already BKB ruptured to one side of the fight. I'm now going to enter with confidence, because for him to reposition to where I am will be inconvenient for him, like pumping out the damage, right? Like it needs to be, other people need to do the work for Naga. Well, normally at this stage of the game, Naga's kind of like going headfirst into fights, right? Sending herself plus an illusion, getting a pick off, songing if it's in a bad position, re-engaging. Like, but right now, this is the most backline PvE style Naga we're going to see in a long time.
Is it going to pay off, though? That is the big question. Like, we keep watching it, we keep looking at it. Nothing's convincing us yet, but it remains to be seen what CTY can do. But it doesn't look like it's going to get easier. It looks like things are going to get harder, which is unfortunate for a Nagasara. But hey, now that the Radiance is finished, oh, well, okay, he actually changed his mind. There won't be a Shivas coming out from Necrophos at least.
He went for the heart, yeah.
Yeah. Then you have that Ags on Bloodseeker. That's a pretty big pickup.
Yeah, they've already taped the box on the Naga. I kind of don't mind the heart pivot, because I think the only way that Last Light do lose is if Necro dies in some big like Ravage combo, right? It's like Ravage into lift. Oh my god, what the hell? Necro's dead? You know, one of those scenarios. And you buy a heart, pump up your HP. Well, please try and eat through the 4k or 3.5k HP you're probably going to get from all this. It's Echo's just kind of isolating the fighting win condition for Team Zero and trying to answer it attemptedly. But in they go. I mean, the charge is going to reveal the whole damn thing, and now they have that rupture out onto 7E, but he can just pop his reactive armor and survive through it. So it's just going to be ZZQ going down. But on the backlines, they're going for the easy kills. They're going for normal end, and they will be able to find him. So one kill going the way of Team Zero in response. A buyback comes out from the Undying as well. The BKBs have been
Team
used.
Zero really want to take this area, and there's no BKB available in the Necrophos now. The Ravage is going to come out. They've got the Meteor Hammer coming down as well. Nagasaran getting on top. A big silence coming out from the Bloodseeker, but they're going to be able to take down the Necro. TCY, are they going to be able to get him? Oh, Beyond does fall. Song is out, and they are not leaving from this. They want to take this fight. They want to kill these heroes. The net is out onto the Bloodseeker, but oh my god, 7E just gets absolutely obliterated. Walks himself into the mess. CTY TPing out. He is going to make it out of this one alive, but oh my god. The turnaround there was insane. Like the Timbersaw just tried to timber chain through all three heroes and just gets absolutely massacred.
God.
Oh my god. Look at the damage coming out of the Bloodseeker in that fight.
Yeah.
That is monstrous.
That is disgusting. And it is a lot of damage. And that's where Blood Mist really kind of plays dividends, right? Like you press the song, you group up around the Bloodseeker, like, maybe we can do it, boys. He doesn't have BKB. It's like, no. You're entering my engagement now. I have my Blood Mist, the potential barrier coming into the mix as well. Like, this hero is insane against Illusion heroes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's only got 1 point in Blood right as well. He went all into stats. I didn't even catch that.
I like that. Yeah.
You like that?
I do, yes. Yeah.
It's against Rubik, I guess, because he doesn't want to give away a good spell, I guess. Is that his reasoning, or? Yeah, I guess that's maybe the one reason I can see.
The biggest reasoning is just like stats are so valuable on Bloodseeker, especially when you know you're going for an early Aghanims, like just being able to kind of run into the front lines and live. Yeah, it's good. Like, sure, I think the Blood Right in that particular fight probably would have been better because he was managing to land like a really, really big one when they were going for the Necro, but no, overall, I've seen this build a little bit and I'm a very big fan of it.
Okay, I'm gonna check some. He's not had a great time, to be fair. Poor soul.
Yeah. I don't mind, though. Undying's getting binned after laning phase is something I'm always down for. You know, you picked Undying, you're giving yourself a free lane. Now you suffer afterwards. Good. It's karma. All right, well, the Necrophos threat got answered in that last fight. The Bloodseeker threat did not, and I don't think any of us realized how big this Bloodseeker threat really was, but he had a huge fight.
Yeah, near impossible to deal with, I feel. The best way to combo him down now is, like, you need to somehow ignore the Necrophos, and Bloodseeker needs to be the one that you combo. Punish him pre-Blood Mist, if that's even possible.
Rupture out onto ZZQ. I mean, Erica doesn't give a damn. He's just going to go for the easy kills every single time, and we'll be able to get this one with the right clicks, with the Blood Mist. He's got enough in the tank. They can't deal with the tombstone though, so they'll leave this area, but you know.
Oh, the charge.
Oh, yeah. This is a Timbersaw, which is in a pretty bad place at the moment. Echo and YYYY just kind of delaying him for the rest of the team to come in and try and take care of him. Ulti out from YYYY. Echo's on top of him as well. Reaper's side available is going to be used. We'll grab them the kill. 70 falls. Another big kill on this map. It feels like the last Dark are just unstoppable in this game right now.
Yeah, I've seen Naga hit creeps for half an hour and just not really be able to do anything. Super painful.
Yeah.
Even with Bloodthorn, I'm like, how are you killing anyone? I'm so skeptical. And then you look at Last Dark and it's like, there's so many combos to play on, right? It's the charge into a blood, right? There's more of a kisses being laid on top of the aggression. There's so much synergies within the draft. And this Brood, like, we haven't even had to talk about the Brood. Like, it's kind of been like a non-factor in the game, but still such a big factor in how creeps have been pushed in. There's you deal with the Necro, but now suddenly it's like some life-stealing, right-clicking core who's now scaled into the game. Like, if this was a previous patch Broodmother with double auras, this game could be easier for Team Zero, but because it is scaling as well, you got 3 big cores to get through.
He wants to start taking some chunks out of this Tide Hunter, but the Ravage is going to come down. BKB's there from Erica, though, and he can just heal himself up on that Tide. You got to be so careful if you're this Tide Hunter, because a Bloodseeker can chase you till the ends of the earth. That shard just heals him up for so damn much. And now they're on your high ground. CTY's had to come home and try to defend this one, but no Ravage, no Rubik. Even when the Tide Hunter's up, it's still going to be 120 seconds until the Ravage is available, so there's nothing stopping them. Till high ground is broken. Echo taking a decent amount of damage in there. Erica's also getting kind of low. The picking is intense.
Was that 18 HP or something?
Huh?
The Bloodseeker went to 18 HP with Aegis.
He's chilling. Just going to farm up some Ancients here, get his HP back. Or at least a bit of it. But, you know, they did get those ranged barracks. A statement was made. Now, do they want to go in again? I mean, Aegis on the Bloodseeker, but he doesn't have much health, so likely he's going to die pretty quickly, and then they'll be forced to take the engagement on top of his respawn. A throw back onto YYYY. He's with the BKB, though. Goes back in, though. Throws down that Nether Strike and tries to bring down the Tide Hunter, but in comes the Song, just holding them back. I think this Spirit Breaker might be dead, T-Gov.
Very dead,
finishes the job. They've still got the Bloodseeker pretty low on the sidelines here. I mean, he is finally going to die. That Aegis gets popped on the BKB of Echo as well. That is a really awkward timing for the side.
Naga has Nullify now.
Lift up onto the Bloodseeker, dragging him back into the fight. He's got the BKB, though, is going to use it and now starts smacking away at the Tide Hunter. And once again, that shard going to work. They'll bring down Ice Ice. He's going to buy back. They need to find a way to take this fight. Erica, just about dodged out the Chakram. He's got the speed to do it. CTY getting into the engagement, wants to try and find a big target, can't find it, settles for the Snapfire instead. Echo still on the run, going for the TP out behind the trees, but they've got the lift, they've got the throwback. This is real bad for the Necrophos now. No availability to survive this engagement. Echo's gonna fall. The Necrophos is dead. 3 are gone on the side of the Last Dark. Could this have been the throw which they've been looking for Team Zero this entire time?
I mean, finally, Naga picked up the Nullifier at the start of that fight. As the engagement broke out, look at her damage. It's so much better than the 181 we saw team fights ago. And it's all because of the Nullifier. Like, she has no real damage output, and then boom, Nullifier into Necrophos, you can't Shroud. You're now not immune to physical. Against Bloodseeker, you can't Blood Rage. So now you don't have the Spell Amp. You don't have the additional attack speed. Finally, after so much farm, we got to see the item that gave Naga confidence to enter the fray. It just took 37 minutes of clinical farming.
Yep. But she is big now, large in charge, and looking to charge down this middle lane. Even a Hex coming out onto the Broodmother. Okay, Ravage to follow as well. My goodness, this aggression coming out from Team Zero. They want these barracks, and they want them now. Hammer's going to come down. Fortify is out, though. 15 seconds on the Necrophos. Normal End just trying to take down the Tombstone, but they're immediately going to try and defend it. Shining comes in, snipes it off with a few right-clicks. CTY, though, jumping in, trying to finish off the Snapfire. That's not going to happen, but Ice Ice has fallen in the backlines here. There's a bit of backline shenanigan going on from the side of Last Dark right now, and the Song is there, but there's a BKB from Erica just continuing to smack away at CTY. CTY has no escape plan.
No.
Reaper's side comes down, and as quickly is it all started. It all ends for Team Zero. Naga Siren dead does have the buyback, and guess who's running down the middle lane now?
What the? Okay, so last stock, they yeet themselves into mid. They died to a Nullifier surprise. Then Team Zero decided to run down mid and yeet themselves into a... It was so forced. They finally had just a little ounce of, oh my god, we could win. And then they just took it too far.
They did, T-Gov, they did.
Dire's bottom barracks are under
Now, Shining just smacking away at these bottom barracks. Doesn't feel remotely scared. They want this buyback from the Naga Siren more than anything. I think they want it more than they want barracks, I'll be perfectly honest. Timber just gonna chain himself away, but Y is coming in for this one as well. 7E, I mean, he's gonna have to pop the reactive armor here, but he actually doesn't have it, so he's just gonna get killed off. I mean, he has the buy as well. Might just have to use it here with the Naga Siren when she's back in 20 seconds, but
Dire's bottom
they're gonna hold. Refresher Orb brought up by the Bloodseeker as well, so it's gonna have 2 rounds of ruptures. Very close to that level 25 talent as well, which would mean 4 ruptures. And there it is, Refresher Orb comes through. Double BKB, that is a big thing. That's what they need to fight. Hammer comes down, Naga is back. Timber holding on the buyback at the moment. Necro has the BKB, has the Shivas as well. Yeah, it's just showing that he's not afraid. Showing that he doesn't give a damn what Team Zero have to throw at him. And he's going to continue pecking away at these barracks. Silence is out. Nullifier's out. Lincoln's making it very hard to go on this Necrofoster. The commitment's just not here yet. Why just jumping in. Rupture comes down as well onto Beyond. They want to try and take down the Tidehunter, but there comes the Tombstone Stave. He's stuck inside the tomb at the moment. Song's there as well, as Erica uses the duration of his first BKB just to get the kill onto the Tidehunter. Immediately takes down ZZQ as well, but he's getting low. He needs to get out. Down? Might just actually die to the Timber Sword. Catches him down with the Chakram. Under the tier 4, just taking too much damage. Buyback coming out from both while Erica and Beyond. They want to try and make this fight work for both teams here. Reaper's Scythe comes through, doesn't get the kill. 70 up in the high ground. Shining chase him down to the Spider. Finishes the job. Shining now godlike on this Broodmother as Reaper's Scythe comes down, takes down. That's a stolen scythe actually. Beyond's dead for a second time though. It looks like they're running out of resources on the side of Team Zero. CTY and Ice trying to get themselves away. There's another Rupture out onto the Rubik. He is going to fall. CTY makes it back to the fountain, but there is nothing left waiting for him in this fountain anymore. He needs to do it all by himself, trying to bring down Shining, but it's just not enough. I mean, sure, Shining
1956 gold?
That's a lot of money.
What?
But all the money
Imagine
you want
if they got that kill without throwing away the racks.
CTY trying to fight up. 30 seconds on the Rubik though. Goes on top of the Spirit Breaker, just dropping everything she's got, but unfortunately everything you've got is just not going to be enough. They have too much control, too much damage, too much AoE. GG's come out, and the Last Dark take game number 1.
What a game as well for them. Like,